Shout out to Artist in Recovery slash Daryl P. It's still 2:06 in the morning, West Coast time. It's still the Thursday of 24th, 2024. We were John C. Roseman, California. Well, that was the celebratory video. Previous one. Now here comes the gush. The hardest thing when you're out there using up the family left and right, and then not being able to have the support necessary when you need to get started on the road to recovery. Dave came out of the Navy on his longest attempt to be unauthorized without leave, trying to help take care of Grandma, and also couldn't deal with some of the stuff that he was dealing with in the Navy. A lot of stuff he would tell to people in the recovery halls, and even me, when I'm listening and I was talking to him about it. There was a lot of factors that got him the way he was in the Navy, and how he was trying to deal with it when he came out. Nearly a year and a half, well, actually it was about a year, taking care of my grandmother and my mother and me. Big brothers do that, but he was also getting himself drunk and wasted at the same time. But there was memories he was running away from, the nightmares, both physical and mental. He came back into the military after warned off by an uncle who was state law enforcement. My brother got the quickest way out because he didn't want to stay in, and where he was at, it was giving him nightmares like crazy. And during his time of processing out, one last adventure that actually enthralled the hell out of him until he got out. He relished that particular moment of Navy that made it adventure. He came home, he was still drinking and using. And he would have to find places to supply him with it. Through friends of mine, he knew sources. And he would utilize them. He would try to locate work if he could. I'd be finishing up high school and getting into college. Would have been the thing, but he was already putting me through danger at that point. Family members using family members to get what they need and what they want. Mainly an escape out of a nightmare. Hurt him a great deal when one of our friends lost family members in a tragic accident. Shook him. He tried to get other sources. And the thing of it is, it was taking him down that road that Ma and I could never follow him down, as other people had and have. It got to the point where he became more dangerous in attitude towards his family. Too much of the lies concerning about the usage, about where the money went. She must be obeyed us up. She needs water. She'll need she's having a hard time this morning. She's having a hard time this morning. Hang on, I gotta put you on pause. My dog needed me. It got to the point concerning about my brother that he was showing more and more dangerous signs, and Ma had been going to the another 12-step recovery home. Met people over there. One of them helped her out with the tough love push. I had to get me convinced. I was already convinced he was already dangerous enough as it is. I loved my brother, but how the hell do I deal with a nut job? So, we pushed him out. He packed up his stuff he needed and left. And this happened right after my graduation from high school. Shortly after a few months on the road, he came back looking like a skeleton. It was hard to take him back. I didn't want to take him back. He was a pain in the ass. But, no, he was an asshole. I thought I didn't have a brother. I don't know who the hell he was. But he said I needed help. Called Ma. Told him to get inside. He fixed dinner. She'd be coming home, and then she'd be heading over to a meeting. She just came home to stop and changed and went. She didn't eat dinner. So it was cold in the oven. Actually, it was cold in the period. She got information from my brother. Gave him two choices. In the morning, he'd call, or else pack it up and move permanently. He called. The time he was out, he had already had some stuff that put him ready for recovery. We always have these moments. We always have these situations where we make the choice. We are forced to either live or die. My brother chose life. He wanted to come home. He already lost too much when he was out there. Lost the love of his life. He did. I never knew her. But he did. And this woman meant the world to him. I wish I had met her. I'd met other women he tried to woo, but didn't work. I think there was one woman that wooed his heart more. And he loved her. And it broke his heart when she died in the hospital room where he was laying next to her, married in spirit. She was important to him. I, a high school childhood sweetheart, but she meant the world to him. And when she died, he wanted to kill himself, and he damn near did. God prevented him from doing that. 3 days in a nut hut, and he came back home with a decision. It was a longer road for recovery. I mean, he spent 1 month on marijuana maintenance, but he didn't drink over it. He just used. Had to give up his 30-day chip, exchanged for a welcome chip. He started up again. That was September 19th, 1985. No, not 19th, 18th. 18th. He was 10 days shy of it. 10 days shy of being 33 years clean and sober. September 8th, 2018. The wintertime gets harder and harder to deal with, Daryl. Sorry, people I talk to. It gets harder and harder to deal with this. I talk to therapists, I talk to priests about it. Because this meant everything to me, and I'm still trying to deal with it. You have 18 years of sobriety, of being in recovery. Hold on to it. Hold on to your family. Hold on to your family, Daryl, with everything that you got. When you lose family. I mean, when you absolutely lose family one way or another. I'm still on life support. On borrowed life support. Because I hurt that badly. Cherish them. And then be ready when they're gone. Because it's the hardest damn thing to walk through. On a day by day, minute by minute. It is.